Alright guys, so welcome to today's JoJo game episode. In today's episode, we will move on with our stand framework creation right here. So in the last episode, I have showed you how to make your stand equipable. In this video, we will deal with the stand unequipped stuff because that is fairly easy to do as well. Okay. So let's take a look inside of stand server right here. Alright, so as you can see, we have created the unclient event for this one. Now we have to create the unclient event for this one, so unequipped stand. Now, what has to happen is that we have to go inside of the stand replication script, and then we have to create another branch right here called unequipped stand. Alright. Now let's assign the performer right here because that is important. And now, one important thing when it comes to unequipping the stand is that we have to make sure that the stand even exists. That's the most important thing, because if it does not exist, then you will run into an error while trying to refer to the stand, or if you think about it logically, you cannot unequip a stand which does not exist, alright? So there are many arguments which argument in favor of this claim of mine. So if performer character find first child. Alright, and this is where things get a little bit complicated later on, not now, because we only have one stand for now, but later on when we have stand data and are trying to get the stand via our player's data, our performance data, not via test stand, you know. So, but that's a topic for the future. So yeah. So if something called test stand exists inside of our character, then we can say that this test stand object is probably our stand, and if that is the case, then we can move on. Okay, so what has to happen now is that we have to find this veld. So if then this test stand humanoid root part find first child veld. Let's actually give this veld a name so that it is easily recognizable. So w name stand veld. All right, so if something called stand veld exists inside of our test stand's humanoid root part, then we want to continue, because this veld is also important for our unequip, because we can't simply unequip the stand by just making it disappear, so by just destroying it, but that is boring. So we want to have an animation which makes the stand go back to our player's body and turning transparent at the same time. All right, so all we gotta do is that we have to take this tween we have created from the last video, and let's actually declare w as this veld. All right, now in 0.5 seconds, we do not want C1 to walk out of here. We want it to did I just say walk? So it should just go to these numbers right here. Let's see what happens when we actually do that. So does the stand really get back to our body? Yeah, it does. Very good. Very good. Okay, that's the first thing. Now the second thing is that we take this from the last video. So if you don't know about these two, then I highly recommend you to check out the previous JoJo video. There we go. So we just reverse everything we have done up here. That's basically the concept of the unequip. Instead of having transparency 0, we do transparency 1. And let's actually do it this way. Let's actually wait. Let's wait 0.6 seconds, even though we have 0.5 right here. And if that is the case, so after 0.6 seconds, we want to destroy the stand. There we go. One, two, 1, 2. There we go. As you can see, it works fine. It works fine. All right. So the last thing I would like to do in this video is that I would like to create an animation. So an equip animation, an idling and a stand idling animation. I'm sorry, I'm still a little bit ill. You might hear it, but yeah, excuse that. Ah man, come on. Yeah, there we go. All right, so increase this time right here to 4 seconds. So it actually depends on you and how you want your idling animation to look like. I don't know what your preferences are, therefore just find your own. But if you're okay with this animation, then just redo everything I'm doing right here. So in my experience, it is also important to quickly move back, to move these parts right here. So the hand, the feet, so all of these, because from my experience, the animations tend to glitch, so those parts tend to wobble around, although you haven't even touched them. And that is actually the problem. So the problem is that you didn't touch them. Okay, so you have to move them to one side and back to the other side to register them as touched or moved, and then they stop wobbling around. I don't know why this happens, but it happens to me. It has happened in several videos of mine. But yeah. So copy this keyframe, post it halfway, and then post it back here. And then right here at 2 seconds, so halfway through, we want to add some slight movement to this. Not like this, but like this. Make sure to loop this. All right, I don't really like this one arms movement right here. Still don't like it. I think it moves too much, to be honest. Let's actually keep it like this, and let's actually increase the time to 6 seconds. There we go. Now it is a lot better. Maybe I should move the legs as well, I don't know. Yeah, very good. All right, yeah. So set the animation priority to action, actually, because yeah, just set it to action, just trust me. And publish this to ROBLOX. Very important, after exporting it, clone the ID. Paste it right here, or paste it somewhere else, because we need the ID now. And if you want to, I'm not gonna do that. I was about to create an animation side of here, but I'm not gonna do that. So what we're gonna do is that we are gonna make this whole thing play. Okay. So wait. It's actually played right here. So local anim instance new animation. Come on. So we are creating a new animation inside of our stand right here. Let's call this one idle anim. And let's make the animation ID. So this one is important. Roblox set ID. Come on. Yeah, I just went into full screen mode by just clicking a randomized button on my keyboard. I don't know why, but this button also canceled this record right here. So I have to, I had to press on the record button once again to record this part now. So this part right here. Yeah, very funny. So let's take this animation ID, paste it right here, and then we wanna create a variable called loader. This loader is gonna load this animation track right here, which we have just created, and you're gonna load this by referring to the stance animation controller instance and then load the animation. Although this method is deprecated, I think that we have to add an animator instance inside of the stand, but it still works, you know what I mean? So I can't be bothered to do it. There we go. Let's see if this works. It works. It works, guys. It works. It fucking works. There we go. Alright, guys. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, share this video to all your friends, and leave feedback in the comment section, guys. Take care and see you in the next video.